I am incredibly excited to announce this week for the first time ever, we have a band with us. We have Church Key. Guys, I'm going to introduce them one by one. We have Tommy to my right. We have Nathan, the band manager. We have Kevin. We have Adam. I did not introduce their instruments because I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, well, I'm sure they'll let you know, or maybe they won't. Does it matter?
Probably.
Maybe. I don't know.
Skin flute.
All right.
Skin flute.
Skin flute. You hear that, guys? They're talking about skin flutes. I love a good dick, too. Preferably in my ass. Speaking of ass jokes, Tommy, Nathan, Adam, Kevin, what's your drink of choice, guys? What do you guys like to drink? That's alcoholic, of course. Don't be pussies.
I mean, hydration's important sometimes.
Don't be a bitch.
Right.
Cheap is important.
Cheap whiskey.
Jack and Coke, and then I
Rock.
fight people. Is how that goes.
That's a fair point.
Nathan is a Jack man.
I'm sorry, wait, let me correct that. I fight Tommy.
Yeah, he fights me a lot.
Is that why you have bruises? I see bruises.
Bruises.
Hey, no, he fell down the stairs.
Oh yeah, I should put my shirt back on. Let me correct you a little bit because our Turkish friend would get super mad if he heard this, and he will. Our buddy Brish is the band manager. Nathan's the band monkey.
I apologize for that, guys.
I'm basically a babysitter.
Well, you know what? When we were talking about Gorilla Mass earlier, you were really into that. That's the correlation I'm feeling? Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
All right, right on.
A floating monkey head.
Well, hey, the floating monkey head with the dicks. I mean, I feel like this entire time it's just cock, 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 cock.
I don't think that's gonna
Cock-a-roodle.
change.
I mean,
Nobody said vagina yet, so.
we've been transitioning.
That's a good point. Hang on. Lake Titicaca is a place I'd like to visit. I think that covers all the bases.
Brazil, right?
Down in Arkansas, there's a fudge factory located in the beautiful city of Uranus, and that is not a joke. So keep that in mind if you ever need a place to go.
Adam visits it on the weekly basis.
Yeah, I've been to Uranus a couple times.
I did everything I could to snap a shot of the billboard, but it was too good to be true.
Dylan, you asked us if we had changed at all.
You know what? I did, because I went to high school with three of you guys. No offense, Kevin. Seemed like a great dude, but all we talk about is dick.
He went to a private school. What do you mean, no offense?
Yeah.
Good point.
All offense.
Well,
It was 4 years of nothing but dicks for this guy.
Yeah.
oh, God, was it an all-boys school? That sounds...
Sure was.
An all
Holy
dick school,
shit,
we
that's
call it.
terrible.
Oh, he loved it. He loved it.
Well, he
it was
would
great.
love it. Other people would not love it. But no, I hadn't really
Don't
kept
knock it
up.
till you tried it.
But no, I had not really kept up with you guys that much. You know, occasional little Facebook shit, but let's be honest.
Drunk Facebook shit.
Oh, and drunk Facebook shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of drunk Facebook shit, Nathan reminded me of a story that I completely forgot about. This was 3 years ago.
Naturally.
And Nathan came up to me a few weeks ago at work, and he's like, "Hey, man, how's it going?" And we were both kind of acting like we kind of forgot each other, and I was like, "Wait a minute." And then he went to get his soda. I was like, "Holy shit." Nathan, I don't remember that night because I was told by a few different people and text messages that I drank an entire fifth of vodka.
He did.
Now, I do not... thank you. And I have never done that since. Not that much. In one
Probably
sitting.
shouldn't. I'm gonna go ahead and say don't.
No, that was fucking insane. Nathan, take us through what happened, because I've been told I was in a tub, I got showered, I got another car. I believe you grabbed my ass.
Oh, I grabbed your ass.
I was drugged, not drugged, well, possibly drugged.
I was
How do you really know?
Hey, I knew I was getting some that night.
Party foul, man.
I was dragged
He's in
into
a
my
bathtub,
sister's apartment,
It was interesting.
and I was like, and I woke up the next morning without my glasses, with no phone. I woke up and I was like, where did I get in a fight?
Why
What
am I
happened?
soaking wet?
I was wet. I smelled like shit. Literally shit.
This man kills his bottle. Sits like first he orders $80 worth of emos. Guys,
I'd like
give me
to-
emos. Here you go.
I would like to point out that was after what, a third of that bottle?
Oh, he was blacked out.
Okay, all right, just making sure that's clarified.
Before the emos gets to the house, he sits down in this chair, vomits all over himself,
naturally.
all over the chair, all over the floor. And we left him for, a good half an hour. You know?
bastards.
no one wanted to touch you. You were covered in
He
vomit.
probably seemed like he was doing all right, too.
Yeah.
That's
Looks like
actually
you're having
Nathan's
fun.
thing.
So I pick this guy up, throw him in the bathtub. Now, I'm the one that showered you.
Oh, that's
Just
good.
so you know.
So you were the one. That's
Sounds
why I had the
romantic.
white stuff. Okay,
Yes.
that explains some
Yes.
stuff in my
all over
underwear.
your face. Yeah.
Well, see, there was
that
brown
me.
and white, and I was like, Those two don't mix.
You've never been in one of those situations before.
Not that I remember.
Yeah, you usually tend to not remember those situations. Well, vomit is your favorite.
Try not to remember.
I've never said to a woman, "Hey, can I just shove my dick with vomit in there?" Never came up in
Hey, it's
conversation.
warm and it lubricates. That's all I'm saying.
Good point. Good point. I'm sorry. Continue. So I vomit all over myself. You put me in the tub. You shower me.
This guy's. I'm gonna say, you weigh about
300 pounds, fat
Yeah.
as fuck. I'm a
That's his
small
words.
cow.
That's his words.
Mm.
I weighed probably 160 at the time. Lift this man out of the tub, get him into the car. I gotta carry him out of the house.
How exactly
can't
did you
tell us where
pick him
live.
up though?
Oh,
Oh,
I carried him by
okay.
his
Was it-
ass.
was
in
it
the back
gooch
of
and
his
neck,
shirt.
Dude,
or was
okay, I actually remember this. You grabbed the back of
Hide
my
your
belt
belt, hide
loop,
your belt.
and you lifted me up by that. And when you were dragging me in my sister's apartment, I was like, "Why is there someone grabbing my ass?" I swear to God, I have flashes of that night. I was told nobody else helped you. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's very
He
accurate.
used
strong.
he used the strength
That was really
of
strong.
a mother's love.
Retard strength is more like it.
Retard strong for Jewish man love. What can I say?
The
Covering
German
all the
helping the
bases.
Jew. That's basically what happened.
Well, that got sad. Someone give me some booze.
Silence, yeah. Only one topic can silence.
Only one. Hey, you want to make you feel awkward? What? Holocaust.
I did hear that was going to be a topic. Coming
Yeah,
up
that
here
was
soon.
added. That's kind of
Oh, but you know what, man?
skip that
So
one.
I wake up and I say to my sister, I was like, "What the fuck happened?" And she goes, "Some guy who said he was a paramedic brought you in here, and you kept telling him your address in Colombia." And I was like, "But my address, I just moved." She's like, "I know, Dylan, but you didn't. You kept telling him Colombia,
Yep.
and you kept telling him to take you back to Colombia." I was like,
It was a
Well,
good 45-minute ordeal to find your house.
the sad thing is, it's only like a 6-block drive.
You know that sounds like the rapiest excuse for any kind of car ride home. Like, oh yeah, no, he said he was a paramedic. I mean, his
the
finger
van.
was in your ass.
I've got all the training.
And cough, please.
God. Oh, man. All right, guys. So, for those who do not know you, moving away from my debauchery, let's get on to your own debauchery.
Oh, my favorite.
Guys, drunk stories as musicians now, because it's like, you mentioned to me once, Tommy, that, you're very heavily influenced by late 90s kind of pop punk or, Blink-182.
Yeah, that's kind of our thing.
Maybe a smidgen of Green Day, maybe a smidgen.
Oh, that's Kevin. You want to talk to Kevin about Green Day?
Oh,
Green
fair
Day's my
enough,
shit,
man.
man.
Hey, dude, no, I actually just downloaded all their albums again. I just started re-listening to all their shit.
All of their albums.
Yeah, I was about, after American Idiot, it loses me, man. It's just like.
I tried to give Uno Dos Tres a fair shot. I just played it all from 1 to 13 tracks for each one. I mean, it's
You're like pretty much a power hour, like a power 30 minutes chug.
yeah. That's one thing I forgot about like traditional punk music is like the albums only last like 30, 35 minutes. Each track was like a Bible set 2 minutes, maybe 2.5, and that was it.
Right, and then they somehow transitioned within 5 years
To 9-minute
To-
Jesus of
to,
Suburbia.
yeah, 9-minute long songs in eyeliner and some kind of bondage. I don't even know what their deal was.
Wow.
Love them forever.
They just switched drugs, that was it.
Yeah,
Billy Joe Armstrong was like, "I'm bisexual now."
got into lewds, man. No, that Billy Joe actually has been out for about 20 years now. What, with Coming Clean off of Dookie? That was about his.
Yeah, but whenever you
Sexual
see his
awakening,
live performances in like the Insomniac era,
Yeah.
motherfucker was speeding like a son of a bitch. So
Oh, yeah.
there's no way he was clean.
But I mean, if
clean.
you got the money to afford it,
No. I mean, I was
He
talking
was on
about-
drugs for sure.
Oh well, yeah, the drugs, but I mean,
He took showers though.
allegedly.
at least he was a clean junkie.
Yeah.
All right, can we all agree you have to be a junkie, at least shower, minimum 3 times a week?
See,
Minimum.
that's
2 times.
Yeah,
2
that's
times.
debatable.
Well, you gotta especially watch your crotch or wash your crotch. 'cause,
watch your crotch.
Well, you gotta watch it and you gotta wash it
especially
watch it.
around these guys.
because heroin. It's like get hard. Shit.
Straight into the.
Well,
is-
you just shoot
I
into
mean,
it,
Is
yeah.
it? I wasn't
Wait.
quite sure about that, but I figured the blood flow. I heard. I was referenced Stevie Nicks. Coke straight up the butt.
Holy shit.
Apparently, Apparently, we need to get Zykin on the phone to confirm that. He seems to know a little bit more about Stevie Nicks, allegedly.
Jesus H. Christ.
The White Witch.
You know, man, I've seen some shit, but I've never looked at something like, I'm gonna shove you up my ass. Bend over, spread them cheeks, baby.
Hey, to each their own.
Fair enough, man.
I guess the moral of this podcast is don't knock it till you try it.
Fair enough. So if someone offers you heroin, you shove that right up the pooper.
Maybe, whoa. I mean, that's that's an amalgamation of all kinds of things that are.
What word was that you just used?
Amalgamation. Is that even a word? I've never heard that word.
It's
I feel uneducated.
It's about business practices and.
It's also what they make tooth fillings out of.
How does this
pertain to doing cocaine on that later in my life?
All right, I will type this down. Almaganate. What the hell the fuck do you even smell?
Abomination.
Abomination. That's a better word.
Let's not get on Obama.
Oh, you know what? I got a note here. I was like, have a dash or something controversial. Politics, Trump. I got Trump and.
It's not controversial to hate Donald Trump. You know,
That's the
fucking fine. No, I'm a horrible political person. I'm like, nope.
Everybody is, though. That's the nature of politics. You just piss people off until they get frustrated and walk away, and then you claim you win. And
That's
then
moral of Tommy's life.
Yeah, that's the that's the story of my
Send
sexual
the rapist
conquest.
to the victims.
Just disappoint until people actually forget about it. It comes in cycles and waves.
That sounds like Santa Claus.
Or Dad.
Sounds like you had a bad Christmas.
Well, as a Jew, yeah, every Christmas sucks.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty awful then. Hey, happy Hanukkah. Here's one present. He got 15. Well, fuck you.
Now you're
Why
getting
it's a
6.
Jewish holiday.
Now you're getting 6.
That's where
It's like,
stems from.
I wonder where all this like hardcore cynicism came from. Man.
Oh,
Years of disappointing Christmases.
years and years of disappointing Christmases, alcohol abuse, overweight. You know, the things that make life interesting. No one ever said just because life's interesting doesn't mean it wasn't bad for a lot of it.
Yeah. Well,
It's like 80-20.
some people like horror movies, you know. So
Dude, I'll be honest with you. Even though I
Bad
love
shit
films,
happening to
I never really appreciated horror movies like 100%. Like I like some of them, but I've never been like one of those guys who could watch like 10 or 20 of them like back to back to back. We've all met people like that who just love that shit.
yeah,
I mean,
don't-
I appreciate a good slasher, so don't.
Well, all right, like Halloween 1, I like.
Not even like scary movies, just ones where they just cut the shit out of everybody.
Like
It's just
Hostel and-
No,
it's
no,
like-
see, I can't do
love
that.
Nah,
that.
that's not
Nope.
me. That's
Dude, you know what just came out that's actually pissing people off? The Green Inferno. Y'all hear about this fucking movie? It's about fucking cannibalism.
Oh,
It's fucking extreme, dude.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I've heard that they basically make fun of the indigenous people. Is that the one?
They basically demonize the fuck out of them.
Yeah, they
So
went like-
basically, all these white
brown people. Like,
Pretty much. Basically, these white people from New York are like, we're gonna go save the rainforest. And the dad's
I saw the preview.
yeah,
of that.
yeah, and the fucking dad's like, okay, you have my influence because I'm part of the UN. Because everybody's got that. So they fucking go down to fucking South America.
I can relate instantly.
Oh, dude, like my parents totally, high up, yo.
Let me call up the president real quick.
Hey, Obama, can you make sure these kids get down safe to Peru? I mean, Argentina?
buddy.
South America. Put them in the fucking
Just
rainforest.
drop them somewhere. Hopefully they don't get eaten by.
So they
other
fucking
people.
crash, and I saw the Red Band trailer. I'm like, nope. Dude got his fucking eyes ripped out. I'm like, that's disgusting.
In the trailer, imagine the exclusive shit.
I was gonna
what
say
they
it's the
cut
Red
out.
Band trailer though.
Yeah.
So that's how they can get away with that. But on YouTube, it's like, are you over the age of 18? 12-year-old, all of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish I were 12 so I could feel like a badass for doing.
You know what's fucking weird? Do you guys ever like go on like shit anymore when it's like, are you over the age of 18? It's like, why the fuck are you still asking me this?
Yeah, this is a porn site. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
It's
I
the most
say no
overlooked-
just to feel better about
I'm whatever
myself,
age I need
but-
to be in order to see boobs.
Those are the most overlooked buttons on the internet anyway.
They really are. Well, no, you know what's worse?
I
Terms and
agree-
condition
I
pages.
agree
Well, that
to the
too.
terms
Oh.
and conditions.
Dude, I remember
that's
reading
played out.
somewhere for Apple's like updates, it would take you 26 hours to read all the terms and conditions. I have no idea that's accurate, but even though that's halfway accurate, 13-hour fucking reading for one fucking update.
It's like
probably-
that. It's like that
no
South Park
thanks.
episode.
Yeah,
It's fucking awful.
Turn into the
man.
human centipede.
Yeah.
Dude, South Park's fucking
Speaking of
great.
fucked up movies. Yeah.
Dude, South Park.
There's a second one of those now, and there's 10 of them.
I think there's
Dude, what?
Yeah.
They made a sequel to that shit?
Not just
Wasn't
3,
the first one
10.
3 or something?
Yeah, first one was 3, second one 10.
So my question is, where would you want to be in the line?
Last.
What?
Nope.
First?
In the 10, they're all gonna just die before you.
Nope.
What?
Fuck all that
Why
shit.
would you want to eat everyone's shit?
They isn't gonna make it to
I
you.
want to be first. I'd rather
about
have dead people sewed to my ass
Yeah.
than have to eat someone else's shit. I'm just putting that out.
I mean,
there.
you just eat and that's it. You're good. It's great.
Man, my arm game would be
The
strong
gravy
though, having to
train.
drag out those dead people.
It's true. You just have a giant.
You get out.
You just have a giant tail after.
Dude, I can see now, like 6 months later. Tommy, do you work out? I don't need to anymore.
Giant
I
forearm
don't
muscles
have
and
any
things.
I have
Larger than he already
corpses
has.
behind me.
I had a lot of people on my back, and now they're no longer there.
You guys would just let that happen. You guys wouldn't think anything's odd about that.
You know what? If I
Like,
woke
hey,
up
man,
with a
where
bunch
have
of
you
people
been?
sewed to my gigantic ass, I'd feel sorry for them. First and
They would
foremost.
suffocate just from pure ass cheek around the nose. You know, there would be no.
Yeah, there's no surviving
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna need another one.
And then I'd be like, can I go home now? No, we're going to find someone who can take it. There is no one. Send me home. All right, guys, we have been with Churchkey, and we're going to be coming right back in just a moment. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you all enjoy what we've said so far. It's been pretty fucked up. And welcome back to 20's Know-It-All. I am with Churchkey, guys. This is going fan-fucking-tastic. Guys, Tommy, start with you. Top favorite. I'm sorry. You know what? Let me rephrase that. What's like your favorite influence? Like, who do you think influenced you the most? Because whenever I kind of talk to you a little bit, I never once was like, he's gonna be in a band, and then now you're like, I'm in a fucking band. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, that's about exactly how it went. The truth be told, you know, I was just an athlete and a douchebag for a long time. Picked up guitar a little bit when I was in middle school, and fast forward through high school, I was bored in college, you know, getting burnt out on soccer, and actually hit up Adam. Yeah,
Burnt out in general.
yeah, in general, absolutely. I just hit up Adam one day. We started hanging out. I started learning the ropes, playing guitar a lot more.
It took him a while. He didn't know guitars didn't have ropes.
Yeah,
And you play the bass. You actually play the guitar, correct?
yeah.
Yes, I do.
We started playing acoustic guitar together in 2010, like late 2010, and it wasn't until 2013 that we kind of got together and finally got our shit together, and I became slightly more competent, and we got this whole like 3-piece going.
Yeah, like me and Adam used to play in bands. I think we'd 3 bands before this one, probably. Yeah, I mean, you could call them
We
that.
change the names fairly often.
We used to play shows all the time, and then our singer left to move to California, and then our bassist at the time actually is a
Way too good for us.
or like he's in the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra, plays violin
Holy
and
Decided to make
shit.
a lot of
Yeah,
songs.
yeah,
he's like,
Old
I'm gonna actually
Chad,
do
man.
something with this music instead of just drink beer and act like you can play.
Yeah,
But-
he's legit.
Yeah, took us a long time to actually start playing together, but once we did, we played for about, what was it, a year before we started doing
playing the
anything.
show, yeah. I moved away in the middle of 2013 for whenever 2014, 13, same thing.
Right
I guess.
on, Nathan. So, man, I gotta ask, man, how'd you kind of come into this, brother?
I would just.
We needed a car.
Best friends. Car.
I'm an alcoholic, and they are also alcoholics.
Yeah.
So we all just kind of click
Alcoholics do come together.
together. They do, and I don't know.
Alcoholics unanimous.
Hollerback player.
I just basically wanted to be a groupie. So now I'm a churchgoer.
Yeah.
And that's about the story of my life. I don't.
Dude, I like
all
the
he
way
ever
you
did.
just said churchgoer, because for like a split second I was like, what? Oh, right. Shit,
yeah,
like that.
that's right.
All right, you know what? That's another thing I kind of want to bring up. That name, Churchkey, this is going to sound really pretentious. I knew what that was when you posted that. This is going to sound so fucking arrogant. Like 2 years ago when you posted that name, I was like,
You're just
I know
knowledgeable, yeah.
I was like, I know what the fuck that is. Nobody else did. And you told me that. I was like,
Yeah, it's kind of thing you have to explain to everyone.
yeah, and I was
honestly.
like, I felt so validated. But guys, Tommy, if you wouldn't mind, explain what Churchkey is, because a lot of people who are like, I love alcohol, you don't know the history of alcohol, asshole.
Well, I wouldn't say know the history, but it actually came from. It was Kevin talking about his uncle, right? We were sitting there.
It's my parents, like, they always, whenever they ask for a bottle opener or anything like that. They're always like, "Can you hand me the church key or whatever?" And I'm like, what is that? And then they finally explained what it was, and I was like, oh, okay. And then one day
we were sitting there. What happened? We were sitting there in the basement, and it was right before we were about to try and book shows. We were sitting there and trying to come up with a name that made sense for all of us. We all had these stipulations. We're all like stubborn only children, so we were just arguing incessantly.
Playing the world's smallest violin.
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah. So we were sitting there trying so hard. Naturally we were drinking, so we were getting more angry and violent.
Louder.
And louder. And Kevin was sitting behind the drums, and he had I think what was like bottles of Heineken back then or something disgusting.
Heineken.
And he was like, "Hey, pass me the church key." And I looked at Adam and looked at him, and we were just like, church key, okay, that works. Yeah, let's do it. And then I think we did some like super fruity, like put our hands in and like church.
I was just picturing with their powers combined.
Yeah, exactly. We became sky dancers.
I thought you were gonna say you became Captain Planet. You raised my dreams and then smashed them. You jerk.
Well,
Have you met the guy?
He'd be the
No.
I'm Captain Bacteria on the planet.
It's kind of his MO anyway.
And also, Catholics drink a lot of beer, so church key.
You know what? That's the one
Also,
thing I've
back to the
always
roots of that.
This is gonna sound weird, but I've always lied about the Catholics. Like all these Christian denominations, like hate alcohol. The biggest one in the world, they're like, you know what, guys? Alcohol, yeah, tastes pretty fucking rad. We should allow this. We should. And that's how it
That
started.
should be a sacrament.
How about we just drink a little bit during the service,
And then we drink a
keep
little
everybody
after.
going?
Yeah, keep it a part of our denomination.
And that way, when the football games start, we can already punch the other team's, fans. Just gotta clock those bitches in the
Catholics
face.
show up drunk.
They show up to party. They don't fuck
I've
around.
shown up at church drunk before, and that's not the best thing in the world.
Yeah, but you were like 12, right?
Yeah, of course. I'm 13.
Holy shit.
Me and Adam show up to church drunk one day, and we greeted people at the doors of confirmation.
That was fun.
That was confirmation.
Confirmation.
Oh, yeah.
Standing at the doors, these two drunk.
Well, I mean,
what were
you're-
we, like 8th
A
grade.
bottle of vodka qualifies you to be doorman at a church.
Oh, I threw
Is
up.
that how that works?
Yeah, I threw
Damn,
up.
I gotta become a Catholic.
Yeah, you would have been great, based that emo's puke all over yourself shower now.
I would have been like the fucking priest. I've been like, "Come, my children." There's Jesus.
Phrasing.
He's on the wall. Help
Phrasing.
me get him down.
Come, my children.
Priests
yeah.
shouldn't say that.
Yeah, let's.
Yes, they should. They do
Well,
anyway.
They do, but
Oh yeah, I was supposed to talk about an influence. Yeah, that's right. That was like 10 minutes ago.
Oh.
So I guess like Adam's my influence. He's my
I'm his muse.
I was
yeah,
just
he's my
thinking, I was
muse.
like,
Yeah,
he's
he's my
My
muse.
flower,
Muse,
my
his
muse.
flame.
Took the place of my anti-drug. Him and our buddy George actually, who just moved to Pittsburgh, and we miss him a lot. So we'd always
Fuck that guy.
jam together and stuff. Yeah, fuck you, George.
Speak for yourself, motherfucker.
Oh man.
All right then.
I was gonna say I was just like,
We miss
damn,
him, fuck.
fucking Catholics.
He's a decent
George, as you say, half the band misses you, George. The other half, not so sure on.
Fuck you, George.
The other half misses his brother.
So George and him, they're like a package deal. Just like
Basically.
cock and
guy.
balls.
George Meisinger, right?
George and Michael Meisinger.
Oh fuck! Yeah,
right?
Yeah, him and Michael Meisinger.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. For sure.
Sorry, I'm not fucking connecting the dots.
Yeah, we weren't doing the last names thing.
It's still a
but,
very
you know,
small world.
Oh,
They-
hey
they can protect
guys,
them.
They can be
Themselves.
stalked.
go
They'll
on
be fine.
Facebook.
They can protect themselves.
GEO. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, actually, George, Michael, and Shelby Jokel moved to Pittsburgh a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
We were a pretty tight knit group. Michael moved out there to Pittsburgh with his buddy from the Marines. They just got out, so doing big shit out there. We're
Fucking A.
trying to go visit, play out there. eventually.
Dude, I've never been to fucking Pittsburgh before.
You need to talk
Pittsburgh.
louder.
But Pittsburgh sounds fucking dope as shit, man. I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to see the.
Tell me what's
I've always wanted to see a Steelers game out there. But I gotta ask, guys. Like, so we talked about a little bit about fucking everything. I feel like, as far as influence, alcohol,
Horror movies.
horror movie. God, that got
Covered
fucking.
penises.
Penises.
Oh,
yeah.
see, I wish we could have had like a pre-recording of whenever we were all just standing around fucking around.
We
'Cause that was, like,
transitioned
20
pretty
minutes of
seamlessly.
cock.
Yeah, that was when the professional stuff was taking place, and now we're here.
Yeah, that's true. Now it's just like, Well, guys, outside of Cox, what else can we talk about?
Oh yeah, wait. We have a show tonight. I forgot. What time is it?
I was going to say, that's right. Hey,
Yeah,
guys,
live
Church
show.
Key has a show tonight at 8 o'clock. Tommy, where's it
Plug
at?
that. It's at the Kismet Creative Arts Center on the corner of Iowa and Cherokee downtown. So, we're going to go do that. There are going to be a couple of really sweet hardcore bands. Actually, there's a band called No Thanks from Oklahoma who will be the first band from out of town that we've played with twice. So, these little, I guess, what is the word? I guess like landmarks in our career
for
or
us,
whatever. Yeah,
not for
we're
them.
Milestones.
really happy. Yeah,
Milestones.
milestones, landmarks.
Knocking
Hey,
people out
Actually-
same thing. Yeah.
Actually, I was about to ask about that because you post some on Facebook. By the way, thanks for the shout out, man.
Well, duh, of
I
course.
gotta ask, dude. Like, you guys seem pretty like. You guys seem like you're having a good time. Kind of what you're doing right now. Like,
No, not really.
We're happy
Oh,
to be
well.
here.
Awful.
all right, let me rephrase it. Alcohol help makes everything feel like it's
Yeah,
better.
well, that's true.
This is true.
But like, do you guys have like anything like big on the horizon? Like, are you guys gonna try to travel around a little bit? Or are you guys trying to stick with St. Louis local for the moment?
Keep your ear to the ground till next year.
Yeah, we're definitely looking into recording something a little longer than a 4-song EP, and it's just about funds right now. We should
Where
start
can
a
they find
Kickstarter.
that EP at, man?
You can find our EP at churchkeyabu.bandcamp.com.
I love that name, Abu. Church Key Abu.
That's how we used to sound check. Actually, me and Kevin used to scream "Abu" at each other. Kevin doesn't even have a
Key
mic,
Abu.
so
But I still sound check a mic.
sound-
That isn't there.
he's still louder. He still picks up louder than Adam.
That's where the
You
alcohol.
know what?
comes
He doesn't fuck around. You know what, Kevin? If you can scream that loud, you'd be great at the penis game. You would be great with
Not
that.
actually terrible at it.
Well, I've heard you play I heard you
Ask
play
his
a great
girlfriend.
skin flute. I thought you meant boyfriend. You lied to me.
Same thing.
Well,
Allegedly.
Oh man.
Allegedly. Allegedly. No.
Oh dude. It's fucking.
It's ignorant.
That's for those of you who do not know where that comes from. That comes from South Park episode like season 8 or something. It's got Michael Jackson.
Episode season 8.
I don't fucking know.
It's super.
It's season 8. It's got the Michael Jackson episode. It's fucking fantastic.
It's super sensitive to Michael Jackson.
Oh.
His family for sure.
Oh, and his fucking kids.
I'm sure they loved it.
Oh yeah.
They did.
Wake up.
I think
to
he
that.
died like a week later. No coincidence.
Yeah, he did die in like 09. That aired in like
way she did.
2008 or
Trey Parker
something.
and Matt Stone are like,
Wait,
the
dude,
one
you're
thing.
giving them too much credit. Trey Parker and Matt Stone don't give a fuck about that.
yeah.
Dude, no.
Obviously.
They have such a great quote, and I always try to do this. Either everything is okay to make fun of, or nothing is.
Right. Yeah.
So for me, like whenever like the Bruce Jenner shit was happening, I had
Hey,
no
whoa,
problem.
Caitlyn.
Oh,
She's a goddamn hero.
I'm sorry.
She didn't even spell it with a K, and that's got to drive every one of the Kardashians crazy. Like
It cannot be the
Yeah, what a
KKK.
What a
Now it's
bitch,
just the KKK.
she should make an Olympic comeback.
Please do.
The breaststroke.
more aerodynamic now.
No, but it's just like I've always been so okay with just making fun of everything. Because even some of the worst things in human history, the only thing that I feel I can get anyone through is just laughing, man. Just laughter is a powerful fucking thing, and just I'm okay with making fun of. Just fucking mock it, make fun of it, poke it, piss people off a little bit. Because whenever they're getting mad, they got to think about why they're getting upset at something.
Yeah.
Which, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of stole that from Louis C.K. because he had a similar quote. But yeah,
good guy to take influence.
dude,
from,
fucking Louis C.K. He oh, did you guys see his fucking
Ginger
SNL skit?
Mexican. I've seen a couple of them, but
No. I mean
specifically.
the Louis C.K. monologue. Whenever it was like 9 minutes. Dude, he said his children were like the Taliban and shit.
Oh, yeah,
Lorne
yeah,
Michaels was fucking pissed.
I don't remember a lot of things because I kind of binge watch SNL when I'm really really stoned. So
Dude, but SNL
I was
is.
gonna say you don't remember a lot of things.
I just don't. I don't remember a lot of things.
I mean it's true, but I thought we were talking specifically.
Where's that green screen, man? Why are we in front of a green screen?
I think
Is Star Wars here?
I think the important thing about just a sense of humor is that you have to start with laughing at yourself, And I think that translates over to our stage presence. Adam's shaking his head.
Yeah, what's up?
He's
I just
super
like the way
serious.
He's forming this. This is like some kind of motivational speech he's about to start about how you need to.
Oh, okay.
yourself.
Sorry, penises.
Need to believe.
Penises. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Believe
Yes.
in the humor, believe in the band, believe in the penis.
Yeah. If it,
You're getting too serious.
one thing I fucking hate is when bands go up and preach, without a message.
Yeah,
Just
like, who are you to change someone's life? You know?
It's like, you ain't my dad.
That's a
yeah,
cell
I
phone.
hate my dad. Yeah.
All right, well,
I'm an
see, now I
adult.
gotta ask, like, give an example, because whenever I look at a band, I'll be honest with you, my parents were always like, don't look at celebrities for their political views or whatever, or bands. Just if you like them, like Seth Rogen, he's very political about soldiers in Iraq. I watch him because he's funny, but I do know some people who no longer like him because he's made very strong comments about the military.
He testified in front of Congress.
Yeah. Oh, that was about Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
and
okay.
that I actually
Yeah.
did support.
I think everyone should just form their own opinions.
Yeah,
don't
it's
go
just
off what
like-
other people say.
Oh,
Just,
have you been on Facebook?
that's just saying though. Like,
Facebook is like one of the
you
greatest
even
double-edged
social
swords.
media?
I think is fucking amazing as well as poisonous, because in the way it has connected so many people, it has brought about some of the most fucked up things
Yeah.
ever.
Tone of voice is lost through text.
Has no
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's,
Who
it's
says that?
text, no context. I mean, so it's
Text, no
it's
context.
it's hard to be it's hard
I
to
feel
be
like you have
taken
to-
seriously on Facebook out of all places.
You know who pulls it off well though is George Takei. Do you guys like follow
Yeah,
him
oh,
on
yeah.
Facebook?
Oh, yeah.
He
I
he
love
does
that
that
guy.
shit so well. It's like when he's fucking around,
But-
and when he's trying to be a little serious.
He's a public figure, so he's so prominent that you can hear his sassy ass tone of voice though. So I mean, that's
Oh
that's
my.
yeah. It's there's something to be said about celebrities and stoned Bobby down the street who's
Well, a lot of those celebrities.
talking about hating Obama.
We're Stone Bobby 10 years ago.
Yeah.
A lot of those celebrities have just like 20 people who monitor their Facebook. Most of those quotes don't even come from those people. So I don't care about celebrity Facebooks or anything like that. I don't care what a celebrity says. Like Angelina Jolie. I give a
more to look
shit
at.
less about anything she has to say.
Angie.
You know
She's-
what?
she's
I'm
a
gonna
nice
go off what
lady.
Am just said. I
She's a nice
saw
lady.
this is gonna sound fucked up. I saw a documentary of her. She was like in Africa or something, and Africa. She was in Africa. That's how you say Africa. We say Africa. She was in fucking Africa, and dude, she looked awful. Like I swear to God, like she looked fucking terrible.
She lost all her talent by going to Africa.
You have no.
no.
Hey man, that's what you know. You know, small tribal children will do that to you. You go to Africa, suddenly everything goes downhill.
Oh man.
I will never fucking forget that. Oh,
I mean, she does some good work though.
she fucking tries her heart out, but she looked horrible. I'm like, you used to be so hot. And then I saw, I'm like, nope. So now whenever she's doing like press conferences, I'm just like,
Yeah,
Nope.
but dude, we've never been hot, so who are we to talk?
you know what? That's a really good point. Hey, but wait a minute. I make fun of everybody though. I was going to say that's just it though. Like 300-pound fat Jew from St. Louis. Enough said.
Yeah, you haven't made in the comedy world. So,
Oh yeah, well. I mean, I've got the heritage. I've got the fatness down. I've got the fatness. It's like a disease.
hey, we're working on it. Speaking of alcohol, you know.
I was going to say beer gut, beer gut, beer gut. Beer is so wonderful.
Yeah.
Working on that.
Oh, you know what?
Almost there.
I'll just go and ask this because they probably want to talk about more music. But what are you guys' favorite beer? Because I love beer. I'm serious. I hate it when people drink. All right, am I the only one here? Do you guys like light beer? I mean, you'll drink if it's free, but it's like you don't. It's not your choice. That makes sense.
How heavy does it have to be?
Like
right,
IPAs,
like-
How much does the
like
pitcher
below
cost?
that, or- yeah, really. You know, we're from that area where cost efficiency is super important, and you know,
$4 pitchers of Rolling Rock at BS Bar and Grill.
Now wait a minute.
There's
Rolling
that
Rock
plug
is
right there.
delicious,
Shout out.
yeah,
Can I get 18 of them for $9? All right then.
dude. I actually fucking love Rolling Rock. And what's funny is we were talking about Steve earlier.
Yeah.
His dad had Rolling Rock, and I never had it before, so I took a can. I was like, this ain't bad.
I love this water stuff.
Drink
Oh,
30
no,
of these.
kind of our mentality going into beer is the same as going into music. It's once
Get
we
what you
acquire
get.
the funds, we might splurge a little bit more. You know, we're gonna have to save some money for.
That's code for people. Donate, you assholes.
yeah.
They need beer money.
Go fund us.
We need to be drunk at shows.
It's true.
Moral of the story.
Moral of the story.
Yeah, but we're actually playing this show.
Playing on Sunday.
And a show next Sunday.
That's God's day,
20
sir. Are
the
you aware of
25th?
that? The day of rest.
Hey, it is
There will
my
be
day.
alcohol involved.
You are
it's
right.
okay.
Well, all right, fair
As
enough.
long as you're drinking. It's
Yeah,
long
but
as you're
Sunday, October 25th at the demo, we're playing with a band called Ought, our first Canadian cohorts on stage. They're
From Montreal, eh?
Oh, dude,
Hey?
yeah, I was just saying. I'm sorry.
Hey!
Our director Tony, I'd like to point out, he is Canadian. He is from
right.
Canada,
So he knows
and
the alphabet.
he does know the alphabet.
Yeah, come to the show. You have a lot to talk about. You probably know those guys. There's only like a few people in Canada, right?
There-
how that works.
there's
Yeah,
like
everybody
10
knows each other.
Canadians and like 1,000 wolves.
Do you know Drake? Yeah. Dire Bears.
Do you know Drake? Oh, Drake. See, all right. I just want to throw this out there. I've never taken that dude seriously because I saw him on Degrassi. and
yeah.
I was like, how the fuck are you a gangster now?
Nah,
You're-
see, I the
How
way
does
the way
crying a lot make you a gangster?
the way I feel about Drake, I appreciate his skills. He's got that tone of voice that sets people off. But
I like his beat more.
he's an actor first. That's the way I see it. He's an actor playing a role, and he's smart about it. Just like guys like 2 Chainz and Waka Flocka, they're smart
2 Chainz
guys
is
who play
fucking
roles.
brilliant.
They
He
pander.
actually- yeah, I didn't know this. He graduated from Harvard with a 4.0, fucking business major. Like he fucking
They pander.
He's
They pander
fucking-
to an audience, and some could say
Made
it's
fucking
good
millions off it.
because it's good for them. They make their money and they're shrewd. Others could say it's bad because it's perpetuating lack of intelligence.
It's not saying that there's no rappers though that were like when they were younger were like slanging rocks on the corner.
Yeah,
too.
no,
They totally
Easy.
was. Like,
absolutely. Like, yeah.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, we cannot forget Easy. He was fucking.
Oh,
slanging.
rest in peace, Easy.
Oh yeah, 21 years later, and the only reason why most of our generation even knows him is fucking Straight Outta Compton and Ice Cube.
Oh, I really doubt that. I especially our area. Maybe.
All
we
right,
have,
fair enough.
you
Fair
know,
enough. That's actually a fair point.
We're kind of ethnocentric. We're kind of centered on our
But-
own kind of
But
area.
dude, come on, I know you've met people who have no idea who the fuck like really kind of started.
Sure,
this.
but I don't like having conversations with them. You know, I surround myself like attracts like in a way.
I don't associate myself with those types of people. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
All right,
I
y'all
mean,
some bitches.
it's not. Yeah, like attracts like. That's all I have to say about people.
Oh man. All right. So we've got beer. We got all this other kind of fun shit, guys. I gotta ask. You said you're the car, right?
I am the car.
Now listen, for those of you who know me, I am a huge car enthusiast, guys.
Ooh, I
and
got
Adam,
you there.
you and I, we
talk
used to
to
talk
Adam.
about.
Adam
I was gonna
talk
say,
to
Adam, we used to have talks about cars back.
My
in high
time is
school.
up.
I
Your time
remember.
is now.
We can just leave now. Adam's just gonna keep going about cars.
the rest of the podcast.
Oh shit! And now my director's gonna start yelling at me in a minute.
Yeah.
No
All
talking
right.
about cars.
Tell him to come in
All
here.
right, I'm fine with that.
Come on, y'all.
All right.
join
If
us.
you guys
That's
could
fine.
pick one dream, if you guys make it big, like fucking huge, you're all fucking macking and millionaires.
Yeah, we are.
Donate. One dream car. What would it
57
be?
Bel Air.
Damn, this motherfucker knew quick. He's
I
like,
already know.
I've been thinking about this since I was 4 years old.
Man, you know.
I would like a 70 Trans Am or a 7071 split bumper Camaro.
Yeah.
God
I'm
damn.
an F body guy, which, well, no one's gonna know what that means.
Actually, I do, but please explain it because I go.
I'm a fan of Trans Ams, Corvettes, Camaros, all that kind of stuff.
He really liked the 70s influence on the muscle type body,
Yeah.
guys. It was actually a good decade for
Muscle
that.
cars are wearing, so that's the best cars I've ever got, in my opinion.
Tommy?
But hey,
Tommy just wants the PT Cruiser.
What's a
back.
car? Yeah, I just
What's a car?
I really was
Give
gonna
this
say I
motherfucker a
want
horse.
I want my my 1987 Chrysler Fifth Avenue back. That thing was
that
like
thing was
driving a
nice.
boat. Yeah, the no power steering.
Holy
It's
shit.
Fucking lovely.
So whenever you had to do like the whole like
it made one of those sounds, you know. I mean, it got me around, you know. It's like
when did you ever have that?
I see. It's weird. I started driving
years
before
ago.
most of my friends, and you know, I haven't had a car in a couple years now, so it's one of those. It was like, do you car? Do you drive? It's
car?
like no, you know, it's not that important. I walk. I get places. I call cabs now. I feel like a piece of shit
Overstays
adult.
is welcome.
Yeah.
Over
Oh yeah, for sure.
3 days
We're
later.
we're
Are
sitting
you
up.
still here?
No, we're sitting in Adam's basement, and this happens frequently till about 5, 6, 7 in the morning. And his mom comes down, sees Adam and myself sitting down there, and she goes, "You need to go home, Tommy. You need to go home. Why are you keeping him up?" I was like, and Adam's just like nodding out, like, yeah, well, at least it's Tommy's fault, not my fault. Like, he's like, "You need to get a job." It's like, well, guess what? I have one. Now, you happy? And she's still not happy. She's still not. I just can't please his mom in any way.
Oh, I can please his mom.
Well, from what I was going to say, from what Nathan told me, I mean, he clearly has the means. Tommy, you know, come on, man, you're the leader.
No, that's who. I don't know where you subscribe. These guys will fucking kill me. In any way, like, I rely so much on them for my livelihood. I would just sit at home and be really fat and drunk and
Join the club. High five.
dude, I would love to start a club. I just simulated a high five.
Just simulated. Sorry.
Right.
I should explain, guys. He did that because I'm at the other end of a fucking long table and I'm fat and lazy.
See, that could be me, if not for these fuckers.
So I need to get more friends. Okay, all right. I see how
And
this is
just
becoming
need to
about
get
me.
more friends?
Now suddenly I feel all right. I need to go drink. Nathan,
Join us at the show.
Nathan, dream car, brother. What would it be?
I want my 1987 Pontiac Firebird back.
Yeah.
Doors didn't work. There was a hole in the floor. Radio didn't work because Adam, back in the day, he would sit in the corner. He would sit in the front seat of the car and play his guitar, and I would just belt out whatever comes into my mind.
Generally about being a firefighter.
Yeah, that was the best one. That was the best one. Had that recorded for years and legitimately listened to it. But shittiest car I ever bought. Bought it for $600 off a meth head. And I would buy it again any day.
Did you barter? Did you give him meth, or did you just?
I didn't know where to get any meth, so I just
Or else
gave him
you would've,
$600.
right? Yeah.
He's not trying to incriminate himself.
I've actually got a story about a similar. My brother does, but I'm gonna pawn it off as my own. My brother.
That's low of you.
I
you just
swear to
broke
God.
kayfabe.
We're leaving.
Well, I'm sorry. It was my brother. He bought a truck off Craigslist, and they're like, okay, yeah, the asking price is like $3,200. And my brother's like, okay, I'm gonna bring a certain amount, see if I can kind of talk him down. It was in okay condition. Dude, he goes to a fucking trailer park. I shit you not. He saw a fucking meth lab in their trailer. My brother was like, this is the most awkward situation he's ever been in. And the guy must have been high as shit. He's like, all right, so $1,200, right? My brother's like, yep. Took the fucking title, signed it, we get the fuck out. He's like,
I mean, it could have been a lucrative business opportunity as well, depending on your point of view.
Bolted. I swear to God, man. I was like,
tomato.
are you fucking kidding me? Oh my gosh. Yeah, fucking meth heads. They're a fun bunch, aren't they? They're a fun bunch.
Really hyper. I was gonna say about
A lot of energy.
Tony
Perpetual adolescence.
Tony Montoya, a lot of energy or a little more?
Montana.
Toya?
Yeah, Tony Montoya. That was the Cuban boxer, right?
No, it's that NASCAR driver.
The guy from fucking Scarface.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, me.
Ass.
Me. Ass. You bring me on here, and then you call me all these names.
It's true, I do. Dick, butt, fart,
Thank you.
penis.
It's acceptable.
It's acceptable. I go by all those names and many more.
Hey, talk about your music, fucking dick.
Better yet, next time I'll come in like shit face and be like, talk about music. Ass.
And it's like,
Do it.
and there's nobody in a band in here. Like,
It just turns into a fight. That's all it is.
It's gonna be the sound of
you
me
just
like,
hear a lot of slapping.
And then just someone crying. Just,
when you saw me that drunk, was I crying?
you weren't moving.
Until the finger in the butt.
Well,
Woke him the fuck up though.
suddenly I was like, whoa there, sailor. You gotta wine and dine me first. I've been wined, now dine.
Did we? So we have covered all your talking points, right?
I feel like we have, yeah. All right, so this is what I've got on my talking points. I've got alcohol, drug, influence, why they started up, how's the progress going, considering what they've done.
You didn't put skin flute on there?
Oh, I'm sorry.
The
Guys,
answer
let's
to
go
all
ahead
of
and talk
those.
about the skin flute.
Yes.
All right, real quick, skin flute, yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay. Nay.
Kevin, no.
Adam,
Nah,
you're the
he's-
deciding vote.
He's recently converted.
He's recently converted.
In this podcast.
There's 5 of us though. How am I deciding?
Oh, I'm not this. I'm just the host.
Oh.
I was going to say,
We're just moderator.
We're just
here.
gonna stare you down.
I am the ref.
Depends on the
Not-
ethnicity of the skin.
If it's Hispanic, yes.
Caucasian, but Irish, so it's small.
No, definitely not.
Has to be pink.
Oh, what
Has
does
to
that
be
say about you, Tony? It's Irish, so it's small.
Hey, come find out. That's an invite to all of you. The millions and millions.
I'll see you in the back, sweetie. All right, guys. I'd like to thank Church Key very much for coming to our podcast. I hope the listeners actually enjoyed themselves. Not gonna lie to you guys,
Nobody listens to this.
not yet. Babe. You're right. All 2 listeners. I want to thank you
mom.
guys very much for coming. I really hope your concert night goes incredibly well, because that starts in like an hour and 45 minutes.
We'll make it.
So we're kind of cutting this up smidgen close.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
This is rock and roll.
I was gonna say, I hope you guys at least enjoyed yourselves a little bit. I know it was
Hell
kind of
yeah,
weird,
man.
but it's kind of fun a little bit. Just kind of being stupid.
Thanks for having us.
Little bit fun. Love it, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Thank you.
say, Kevin, it was good to meet you. Adam, Nathan, Tommy, it was good seeing you guys again. Ah, man, you're right, man. This is sort of like a mini little high school reunion shit. It's like, what's happened? Well, we like to drink a lot more now.
Yeah, and see, our shows are the physical representation of how this podcast went. So we get to drink alcohol, do drugs, and
This is one of the
play
few things-
music and hang out with people.
This is one of the few things as Church Key we do like sober, so this is rare.
That's
Only
super
because we
awkward.
didn't have time to stop by the beer store.
Good
that
point.
is-
Hey,
that is
Kevin's
true.
got some in his
I got
car.
beer in my car. So.
future reference. There's a QT right over there, boys.
Oh
So,
yeah,
you know.
trust me.
We have a
that's
ritual
gotta-
down.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Nathan and I ride together.
Hey,
Kevin
Mom,
and
don't
Adam
listen
ride
to
together.
this, please.
Mom.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Drinking and driving is the only way to drive.
No drinking and driving. I don't, mother.
We
I swear
don't.
to
We
God.
don't condone that.
All right,
For the
guys.
record.
Well, thank you very much for coming, guys. This is Church Key. You can find them on Facebook. Tommy, one more time, what's the website for the EP, brother?
The EP is churchkeyabu.bandcamp.com.
All right, this is Dylan. I am your host, and this is 20's Know It All. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Have a great night.
Maybe I go to the West Coast and see the ocean for the first time. Maybe it's Greasewood.
Alrighty, and welcome back to 20's Know It All. Guys, that was Church Key. Now, wasn't that fantastic?
Oh, it was great. I loved it.
Nice. I was
Bring
going to
him
say,
back.
we got our director Tony in the studio, so you know what that means. We are going to now move on to sports. Now, guys, Tony's got quite a few opinions about what's been going on, so I'm going to let Tony take it away this time. Tony?
All right. So let's start with Cardinals baseball. We all know what happened there and elimination. I was sitting in my car when it happened with Piscotty up to bat, and he strikes out, and I was like hoping he would have the David Freese kind of moment. But, I mean, he already had hit a home run, so he did his part. The rest of the offense did not. So we all know what happened with the Cardinals being eliminated. So now we move on to seeing if the Cubs get eliminated by the Mets, and so far it's looking pretty good.
Well, they are down 0-2, but they're starting at Chicago tonight.
Yeah, so
They
it'll
got
be
2 games
interesting.
at Wrigley, so that's going to be interesting to watch.
Very interesting. So see what happens with that. Hopefully they get eliminated because fuck the Cubs.
Fuck the Cubs. All right, so we got that. Tony, I almost want to talk about the Rams, but I really can't because it was a bye week.
Yeah, it was one of the rare moments where we'll have a short sports segment because we were missing one of our sports.
And I am the man behind the Ram. That's actually a great rhyme. I'm going to remember that.
Keep
All
it.
righty, so Blues, St. Louis Blues. They are now what, 4-1 or 5-1?
4-1.
Good
We
start.
play again tomorrow night against the undefeated Montreal Canadiens.
We've
Carey
been
Price is killing it right now.
We've been taking on the Canadians pretty well so far.
Yeah, we
Took on Edmonton. We took on Vancouver.
Yeah, we've won twice against Edmonton. We won against Vancouver. We won against the Flames. So if we beat the Canadians, we got a clean sweep of the Canadian.
So basically, all of our victories are against Canada, which is
Right
supposed
now,
to
yeah.
be their sport.
Yeah, yeah. But the biggest challenge is going to be against the Canadians. Carey Price is starting them off 6-0. He's only missed one start, and their backup carried them through because it was a back-to-back night. He's going to be a hard goaltender to score. He's only allowed, I think, 6 goals in 6 games or something. It's a very low number of goals he's allowed. He's been untouchable. But despite that, we proved yesterday that despite our team having multiple injured guys, we can still go out there and we can still dominate, even though we played 4 games in 5.5 days. So we have the day off today, which is nice. We'll come back tomorrow rested. Side note, Tarasenko was named the NHL third star of the week, which he had 5 goals.
Yeah, he's been off to an incredible
insane.
start.
He's been insane. He's he's picked up right where he left off, which was good. And then Steen's point streak came to an end, which is not a big deal because he's playing on the same line with Tarasenko. So don't expect that to be off for too long. He had a hot start. Stastny had a hot start and then he got injured. So hopefully he comes back quick. I know Shattenkirk's still out. That's not good either. But a little defenseman named Parayko is killing it as a rookie. This guy has a mean slap shot. So mean that when he was in Edmonton, he broke the glass once.
That was him. That was all over Twitter and Facebook. That fucking blew up.
Jake Allen says he has a slap shot that is just as mean as Shea Weber of Nashville, and he has the hardest shot in the NHL. In all of the NHL, fastest puck speed off his stick. He also, I can't remember the goalie's name against Vancouver, Winnipeg's goalie. But Parayko took a shot at him, hit him in the shoulder, and the goalie went down for a couple seconds. It stung him pretty good. And then, 5 minutes later on a power play, Parayko shoots his little wrister that is also just as good as his slap shot. And Gunnarsson, for some reason, a defenseman, is up right at the net and tips it in, gives us, the 4-2 win over Winnipeg.
You know what that means, right?
What does that mean?
Whenever that kid gets the fucking puck, no one's going to be throwing their bodies in front of that.
Oh.
Nobody. Fuck it!
Yeah, even our guys are trying to get out.
Oh, dude, can you blame them? Shit.
No. With that hard of a wrist. Yeah.
And there goes 2 ribs.
He had 2 wrist shots against the Flames, and for a defenseman to have a wrist shot that fools a goalie is a good thing. And Parayko he's going to be a gem for a long time, and we'd be dumb not to keep him, especially with how good he's doing with another rookie, Joel Edmondson, who is starting to. He's a traditional defenseman, Joel Edmondson. So it's nice to have an offensive defenseman with a defensive-minded one. So they're bouncing off each other really well for a third pair. To have 2 rookies on your third pair, but 2 really big guys, and our defense has been stacked up, and our goalies are noticing that, and it's been helping us out a lot with these injuries that happened with our forwards. So the Blues are looking good. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. Hopefully we come with a win, even though my fantasy is probably going to suffer because I do have Carey Price on my fantasy league.
No offense. Please don't talk about fantasy league. I have Peyton Manning on my NFL fantasy league, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. It just it sucks the soul out of you. It really does. All right, well, listen, everybody. I want to thank you all very much for tuning in tonight. This was 20's Know-It-All. This was we had our director Tony on for sports segment. Hope you all enjoyed Church Key. Please tune in to next Monday for next week's episode. Thank you very much.